All right. For the next batch of articles, what I got for you is Sony Santa Monica Studio is working on a new series in the God of War universe, a report suggests. Rumors about the next project helmed by Santa Monica Studios' Cory Barlog have been making the round since 2021, but a fresh influx of information suggests that the project will be a new franchise set within the God of War universe. In a LinkedIn post that has since been deleted, but not before it was screenshotted and posted to the Reset Era forums, a former senior writer at Santa Monica said that they had helped shape the narrative vision and creative direction at Sony Santa Monica Studio for a new franchise within the God of War universe. The LinkedIn link has been backed up by other reliable sources and seems to fit with prior rumors about the project. Industry insider Nate the Hate posted some information to Twitter saying that he's heard that the game will be set in the God of War universe and will feature Faye as its protagonist. He also said the game will have more of a focus on action than those in the God of War Norse saga. Nate added that he expects the game to be announced this year with the release following in the first half of the year. What the fuck does that mean? The last two God of War games was focused on action. I mean, they had puzzles in them, but like they were still action games. Here's what I heard. Yes, the game is set within the God of War universe, and the lead character will be Faye. Gameplay is said to differ from the Norse God of War games with more focus on action. So, I guess, first of all, which one was Faye? I don't remember. Faye, God of War. Oh, but that was his wife, right? From what I remember. Yeah, Shorty that was fighting alongside you in the second half of the game. Yeah, it was. I'm just confused at what that even means, more action. So maybe like the PS2 versions of the game where like Faye is just not gonna give a fuck. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. Maybe when I see a trailer, I'll really want it. But for now, I'm not like super gung-ho about this potential rumor because it is a rumor. It's not confirmed. Is Sony relegating Santa Monica to only making God of War games and God of War spinoffs? Because if God of War Teenage Kratos 2D edition is any indication of what we're about to get from Sony Santa Monica in the future, I'm here to let you know you can keep it. Make something else. Make something else. Man, truth. I would like to see them do other stuff besides this. You can make another action game. Just like, why has it got to be in the... Because here's the thing, right? If they don't stick the landing on this God of War Faye game, yeah, the new Naughty Dog. That's... Hey, yo, you read my fucking mind, dude. That's exactly what I was thinking. I fear they could become the new Naughty Dog. And here's the problem. If this Faye game comes out and this shit is basura, like we don't like it, you're watering down the God of War brand. And I don't care what nobody says. I know a lot of people, this is just my opinion. I know a lot of people liked Ragnarok, but it wasn't that great in my opinion. That shit was not as good as 2018 in terms of consistency. It was just an okay game. Then you got this Sparta 2D shit. People not really fucking with it. It was just kind of mid. It wasn't what it needed. It wasn't what it needed to be. Like I would hate for them to start fucking up their batting average, bruh. By just releasing bullshit because they're trying to ride off the high of the God of War name. And this is Sony we're talking about. It could 100% happen. Also, keep in mind, we got that TV show coming too. If that shit is basura, if this is basura, that 2D game is basura, that could be 3 L's in a row. It's just a little too much. Like, can we do something else, Sony Santa Monica? I don't know, man. Cory Barlog has been said he wanted to do this story. Yeah, but will the gameplay lend itself to it being interesting enough is the question. We'll see. We'll wait till a trailer drops. Although none of this is confirmed. It's all a rumor, but we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. On a scale of 1 to 10, chat, how excited would you be for a Faye spin-off God of War game? The Goddess of War. Would y'all play that? Out of 10. 10 being the most excited. 6. Somebody said 7. 7, 6, 7. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably like a 6 for me too. Like, yeah, check it out, but like I'm not like super gung-ho. Like it's not something I need. Everybody in the chat, y'all are fucking annoying. Trying to have a real conversation here, guys. Can you guys be adults for 5 seconds? And other news, Grand Theft Auto 6 leak was sitting on a phone for 4 years and only just released now. Where are all my ball and gun gamers at, fiending for something new? I got you. GTA 6 is the biggest game of the year or maybe the decade, and people want to know everything there is to know about it. It's now come to light that someone had allegedly leaked footage of the game on their phone for the past 4 years and is only just sharing it now while telling everyone please don't DM them for any more information. The Instagram user Vice City Alligator posted footage of a bridge that a friend reportedly sent them over 4 years ago. The Instagram user says the video looks so bad because it was sent by email and it had to be compressed. The person also never expected to even post it because it's a nothing burger. Vice Alligator said the footage came from a friend who worked at Rockstar, but since they no longer work there, figured he'd drop it. It literally shows nothing, the user said, and their friend only sent it to him because it was one part of GTA 6 they were proud they wanted to show off, so his friend worked on the bridge. I'm going to assume this is the link to the footage. I'm not going to show it because Rockstar is going to clap my fucking stream, but if you want to look at this, I know you ball and gun gamers are itching for the pinnacle of gaming, just something. If you need just a little hit, if you want to see maybe what a bridge looks like in Grand Theft Auto 6, I dropped the link in the chat. Just click that right there. You're going to have to read the article. There you go. Ooh. Just a little hit, just a little something, man. I got more GTA news for you. GTA 6 reportedly added to the PlayStation database, igniting pre-order speculation. Keen observers have noted that title IDs for GTA 6 have now been added to the PlayStation database, leading some to speculate that Rockstar is preparing to start pre-orders for the title. I didn't know ball and gun gamers knew how to look at the PlayStation database. You guys are evolving. Twitter account PlayStation Game Size, which often reports on back-end information for games on the PlayStation, posted that 2 title IDs for GTA 6 have recently been added to the PlayStation database. Title IDs are unique codes assigned to each game on PlayStation, and their appearance in the system will often be a precursor to pre-order sales or other changes on a game's store page. Because you have to upload it months in advance because this stuff has to get approved, and like every update takes time, so it makes sense that it would be there. PlayStation Game Size, as they expect, we'll see something about the game soon, probably the start of pre-orders. Oddly enough, GTA 6 has 2 IDs, while most games usually only require 1. While reports suggest that GTA 6 will have 3 editions on release, PlayStation Game Size says that the different editions of the game will still use the same title ID, leaving the second ID a mystery. Some have speculated the second ID may instead be a standalone GTA 6 online app. But we'll have to wait for more news from Rockstar to be certain. Who playing on my phone? 1 second, yo. Why are you playing on my fucking phone? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I believe this is probably true. I believe that if this game is really going to come out in November, we'll probably see gameplay May or June. And it's March. That makes sense. March, April, May, June. Yeah, right about now. They're probably uploading the materials quietly to the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Steam store. No, not Steam. Probably later for that because the PC version comes later. They're probably uploading the stuff now because it takes time. And then the gameplay will probably be revealed this summer. And then you'll be able to say, hey, if you go to this page, if you want to pre-order it. So all the ball and gun gamer dreams are about to come true. Speaking of ball and gun gamer, I replied to this tweet. That shit ain't coming to Switch 2, nigga. That shit, the moment you try to boot up GTA 6 on the Switch 2, your Switch 2 gonna say, shit gonna blow up the fucking block. Speaking of ball and gun gamers, I don't know if y'all saw this tweet. It's actually going viral. What the fuck? I got a tweet that's going viral. Apparently, streamer Jinxie made a list of his top 10 greatest video games of all time. And I responded to it. World-renowned content creator, the Black Hokage. He said, we're all entitled to our own opinions, but oh boy. So this is Jinxie's top 10 video games of all time. And I'm not going to lie. Like, you're allowed to like what you like, but top 10? This is one of the worst fucking lists. This nigga got Rainbow Six Siege at number 1. You know what? Rainbow Six Siege, like during its prime, it was a good game. So if that's in your top 10, I'm gonna respect it. But at number 1 is crazy. This one is actually crazier though. NBA 2K 2017 to 2K heads, this ain't even the best 2K. They either say 15 and most say 16. So the fact you had 17 over 16, I don't know where you, like how old were you when this shit came out? It's not, what makes this list bad, it's not that it's just ball and gun games, it's the ball and gun games he picked. So 2K17 ass, Black Ops 2, that's a respectable one. Nah, we'll give him that. Red Dead Redemption 2, I'll give him that. 2K16 wouldn't be on my list, but I'm gonna give him that. I know a lot of people loved it. Rocket League. I know people love Rocket League, but that's in your top 10? I don't know. Prime Fortnite, isn't he like a Gen Z nigga? So like it wouldn't be in my top 10, but I understand it. Like, you little niggas grew up with that shit. Although, didn't we just have a conversation the other day? And a lot of you little Gen Z niggas in the chat swore you didn't grow up with this shit. I don't know. Y'all love that. You love that Dr. Doom Ryu skin. We know. FIFA 14. I don't know enough about FIFA to speak on it. Black Ops 3. I liked Black Ops 3, but that wouldn't even sniff my top 100, nigga. Like, what? And then GTA 5. This is probably gonna hurt some of y'all feelings. GTA 5 would not be in my top 10, but it's a respectable choice. That's always been my stance. As long as you pick stuff that's respectable, I understand. In my opinion, the only things that are really respectable in this list is GTA 5. I'll give you Fortnite, Red Dead Redemption, Black Ops 2. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll give you 2K. That's 5. Half of these games I'll say are respectable, but even still, them being in your top 10 is crazy. Outside of maybe these two games, these I understand. These are justified, but the rest, they could be in your top 100. I'm like, oh, top 25. Top 10 is crazy. But hey, you're entitled to your opinion. It makes for fun conversation. It's not a reason to hate a motherfucker. It is funny though. It is fucking funny. Now there's better GTA games. Yeah, I feel like most people would put either Vice City or San Andreas as their favorite GTA game. But I mean, I understand, you know, GTA 5, T Grizzly server, a lot of niggas grew up with it. Oh yeah, GTA 4. Yeah, you could put that in there. A lot of people. GTA 4 is probably my favorite one. I thought Nico was probably one of the better protagonists. China Wars 4 was solid, but it's funny. Keep it, just friendly reminder, it's all shits and giggles. We're talking about games. It's not a reason to hate a motherfucker, because I feel like some of y'all be taking that shit too far. Shout out to so if Shroud, before I move on, if Shroud is the ball and gun commander, Jinxie is what? The ball and gun admiral, the ball and gun corporal. What are we calling him? The ball and gun general? The corporal? The ball and gun corporal? Oh shit. Lieutenant Ball and Gun. This shit is fucking funny, dude. I seen some people in the comments on me responding to this saying they were surprised by this list. I'm like, I'm not. Like, y'all do realize, like, the ball and gun shit was never racially motivated. Man, I'm sure some people tried to make it like that, but y'all do realize in order for GTA 5 and 2K to be these best-selling, and Call of Duty to be these best-selling games that they are every fucking year, is because everybody's buying them. So like, if your brain instantly goes to like some race shit, the Supreme Leader, if your brain goes to some race shit, that's a you issue, bruh. That's fucking funny, bruh. The ball and gun sorcerer supreme. What the fuck is this list I just joined? It's an ass top 10. It's an ass top 10. Anyways, you said I need a TBH top 10 now. See, me personally, I wouldn't be able to give you my top 10 off the top of my head, because I don't know if I would have to sit with my top 10. Y'all gotta understand, I'm a little bit more cultured than a lot of these niggas in the streaming space, okay? I came out the womb playing games. Since I was in diapers, I've been playing since the NES. So for me to do my top 10, I would actually have to do research. There's only 3 games probably off the top of my head that would definitively be in my top 10. And that would be Mass Effect, obviously, Ocarina of Time, and then probably Smash Melee. After that, the next 7 games, I'd have to think about it. I'd probably have to think about it. And that's because I've been gaming since the NES. So I would have to go and look at every great game from them generations, take all of them, and then debate to myself from through each generation which one's gonna make the cut. Like, off the top of my head, there are several classic Mario games. I'm only gonna want 1 or 2 on the list if I can only do a top 10. So then which one do you pick? Do you pick Sunshine, 64, Super Mario World, Super Mario 3, Galaxy, Galaxy 2? Even Odyssey, I'd argue, is a modern classic. Like, what are we talking about? I do this gaming shit. You niggas better cloud me up. No. Paper Mario? That's just Mario alone. That's just Mario alone. So for me, I couldn't give you a top 10 off the top of my head. I would really have to think about that shit. That would take time and a lot of debate with myself. I would have to go through the Dreamcast, the PS2, the GameCube, the 360, the PS3, the NES, the SNES, the Genesis. I'm old, chat. I'm fucking old. Even the PS4. The Ouya. No PS4 games out of solidarity. I don't, off the top of my head, I couldn't think of anything from that era. But anyways. All shits and giggles. What else was I about to say? Shout out to Stanley. He tagged me in this tweet. I don't know why I saved it. We're gonna find out scrolling up. He said that they did God's work. Oh, now I know why I saved it. PS4 nigga update. All PS4 niggas come to the front. PS4 version of GTA 6 has been spotted in Sony's database that was likely scrapped in early development. Translation. People were searching the code on the PlayStation database and they found that Rockstar did consider trying to make a GTA 6 on the PS4, and at some point in pre-production, they said, nigga, we can't do it. This shit is too old. So you know what?
Man, I'm gonna play this off stream, man. We're gonna finish this mission up off stream.
They can't do it. Give it up. Throw that shit in the fucking closet. Jesus Christ, it's a doorstop. It's a coaster. That's what it is. Put your bevel on that bitch. It was capping at 15, not even 15. That shit was running at 5 frames per second. These devs got to stop this shit. They're never going to stop it because if they can get it to run on an old platform, that means they can make extra money. And the worst part is, when they get these newer games to run on these older platforms, my nigga, you're a victim. Because a lot of times those games look like dog shit and they run like dog shit. And niggas just be excited. Like, y'all seen Mortal Kombat 1 on, what was it? I think it was Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch one. Close your eyes. It's the same shit. It look exactly, close your eyes right now. You playing Mortal Kombat on the Switch 1. It's the same shit. Yeah, Jedi Survivor on the PS4 fucking blew that shit up. I think that's the other crazy part. And that's why I said PS4 niggas need to have some type of psychoanalysis, man. Because not only are you niggas port beggars, when the port does come of the new game, it runs terribly. So what are you excited for? These niggas be excited to eat dog shit. That don't make no sense to me. It's already a problem that you got a chicken tender diet with your fucking ball and gun games. But now you won't even upgrade your platform so you can enjoy some chicken tenders. Now you eating dog food and shit. Man, get that shit the fuck out of my face, man. I don't hear that shit. I'm waging war against you niggas, man. The PS4 complex. Niggas be like, not everybody has money for the PS5. I get it, but that just means it's time for a new hobby. I never heard that phrase before this fucking generation. And that's why I said something happened in COVID where it ushered in a lot of new gamers that don't understand technology. It's always been, if you've been around the gaming community for a long time, it's always been a universal rule. When a new platform comes out, you got about 2 to 3 years to upgrade. After that, we don't care what the fuck you have to say. And granted, I do get some leeway. This generation was a little bit different with COVID hitting, so it was hard to get a PS5 the first year. But the last 3 years, it's been easy. I don't want to fucking hear it anymore, bro. I don't want to fucking hear it. Gaming is a luxury. It's not a right. And you niggas acting like, if PS4 niggas act the way I wish you niggas would act in terms of universal healthcare. If y'all had this same energy for universal healthcare, here in the United States, the world would be a whole lot better. You guys want universal ports. That's what you niggas are, bruh. Mandami fucking democratic socialists for the fucking PS4. Ports for everybody. Everybody should be able to run the game. Everybody should be able to enjoy. That's not how technology works. The fuck up. God damn. Universal port beggars. That's what we gonna start calling y'all niggas, bro. At this point, there's no excuse for the next generation around the corner. We're almost on the PS6. Some niggas talking about the PS4. Shut the fuck up. We gonna hear that shit. This nigga tagged me in this. Oh, I think this is more PS4 news too. According to this person, Xenoverse 3's development went through a massive delay to adopt a new strategy. Initially, it was going to be made for the PS4 and the 5, but supporting the PS4 would have meant graphical limitations, so they did a complete overhaul and made it next gen. How many times do I have to fucking explain this to y'all? We don't care that you can't afford a PS5. The game devs want to make games, but they can't because you won't fucking upgrade. And then you bitch and complain that there's nothing to play, but they can't make it because you won't fucking upgrade. It's a vicious cycle. And that's why I said I respect the fuck out of Nintendo. I can't believe I'm saying this shit. Nintendo, for those who didn't know, last week announced a new Pokemon Wind and Waves. And they said this shit is for the Switch 2, nigga. It's not coming to the Switch. And the worst part is the Switch niggas was bitching. These were the same ones bitching about the last Pokemon games running and looking like dog shit. Nintendo said, I got a solution. We're gonna keep it on the current gen hardware so we can optimize for it. Y'all don't know what y'all want. And what if I'm saying it don't apply, let it fly? So shout out to Bandai Namco. Well, sorta, because you niggas made another fucking 3D arena anime fall. Man, shut the fuck up. Sorta shout out to them. At least they making it for the current gen, because it's not next gen. This shit's been out for 6 years. It's not next gen, it's current gen. Next gen is the PS6. Jesus Christ, man. I want to see more developers wage war against you bitch ass, broke ass, complaining ass, universal port begging ass PS4 niggas, man. Please give us ports. Please give us ports. Please give us ports. We won't hear that shit, man. The victim mentality is sky high. How you got a victim mentality over a game console, nigga? Get your money up, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. In other news, Nintendo Switch 2 has more exclusive games than the PS5, the Xbox Series combined. Is this real? Once upon a time, exclusives were a dominant talking point in the gaming industry among fans, critics, and developers alike. It's pretty simple. Exclusives propel consoles forward get to the news. Such talking points have decreased in the recent years, practically ever since Phil Spencer surrendered in the console wars. I don't know why that's such a funny image in my head. This nigga surrendered. Like, that nigga was in the trenches. He was in a bunker waving the white flag with Sarah Bond and shit. Please, Sony, stop beating our ass, Nintendo. Valve, please. Then they drop Sony dropping off fucking food packages and shit. The niggas starving in the trenches. Anyways, yeah, I yield on some Black Panther shit. Xbox strategy moved to a more multi-platform approach, while PS5 has fewer exclusive games before development reasons. Still, recent insiders suggest that Sony's port to the PC approach is slowing. It's a completely different ball field compared to previous generations. Also, I want to address this because I saw this in the comment section of a podcast. If you see this, I don't know, I forgot the person's name. We were talking. If you didn't catch the latest podcast, I talked about it last week on stream. There's reports coming out that Sony is talking about pulling their exclusives off of Steam, and I said this is bad, and it's a direct indication that they no longer view anybody having as competition, so they're gonna do whatever the fuck they want. And the dude in the comments was saying, I misread the article, saying I'm failing to realize the reason they're pulling the games off of Steam is because of poor sales. No, that's not true. Literally like a year or two ago, these niggas was bragging at Sony about how they're printing money hand over fist, putting God of War and The Last of Us on PC. These games have been selling well. They did not start to push that narrative that it's not selling well on PC until Xbox conceded. And this is what I mean when I talk about the critical thinking shit, bruh. Oh, all of a sudden now the numbers aren't meeting your expectations. Nah, they're spinning the narrative and you're falling for the fucking propaganda, bruh. Because remember, they first slowly trickled out the games on PC, and then they said they were loving the sales. And remember, it was like 2 years ago, Sony announced they were ramping up the production of porting their exclusives over to the PC because they were selling so well. Do you guys remember this? Now all of a sudden they're selling bad because Xbox is failing? Get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit's propaganda. So they can give you less choice and force you to buy that PS5. And even if it was true, let's act like I'm wrong for a second. Why do you want less options? I low-key feel like I should have switched to PlayStation years ago. Hey, trade that Xbox in if you need to. So no, I think what it is Sony's banking on the fact that people don't remember the things that they said. Like I remember when they said that shit a couple years ago. We're selling like crazy. Anytime like God of War, The Last of Us comes to PC, it's always the best selling game for like a few months on PC. Spider-Man 2. You remember when Spider-Man came to PC, all the mods, people were like excited. Oh, that didn't happen now. Okay. Yeah, they're full of fucking shit. Don't fall for it. And it's actually another example of what I mean when I said you should not trust Sony, dude. Sony is ready to fuck y'all. Y'all think Sony would probably be making their own PS Store and launcher? Let's pray they don't. Let's pray they don't. Because if they make a launcher for PC, the games are gonna run like dog shit probably. Yeah, Stellar Blade, Death Stranding, Last of Us went crazy in sales. But like, yeah, you know we can look this shit up, bro. Didn't they literally mention they were making a lot of money on PC via a week before the Steam? Yes, that's the crazy part. But anyways, just some food for thought. We were talking about this shit though. While not untouched by the industry's current turbulence, Nintendo has retained a consistent release of exclusive games. Many of them are third party, but still they're exclusive. For accuracy, this list does not include the upcoming Switch 2 exclusives like Pokemon Pokopia or the Dust Bloods, upcoming PS5 exclusives like Sorrows, Marvel's Wolverine, or even Xbox exclusives. Remasters were not included. Nothing with a release date after February 26, 2026 will be included. The Nintendo Switch 2 has 11 exclusives as of February 2026. Within 6 months of the Nintendo Switch 2's release, the console had 9 fully exclusive games. It had slowed since then, with Mario Tennis Fever and Tokyo Scramble expanding this list in the recent weeks, but is more slated for 2026. The rumor, I wonder if this is counting, like, what when they say exclusives, what do they mean? Because, you know, the definition of an exclusive is different now. Now a PlayStation exclusive is a game that's on PlayStation and PC. An Xbox exclusive, that don't exist. But Nintendo's the only company that still does the definitive exclusive, except for maybe Steam. You can find some exclusives. So like Steam and Nintendo, they do the definitive. But for PlayStation, just because Ghost of Tsushima's on PC, it's not exclusive to PlayStation now? Is that what they're going by? Because I don't think this math is correct. So they got Nintendo Switch 2 World Tour, Survival Kids, Drag Drive. All right, bruh. This is a facility, bruh. This is what I mean when I told y'all. Remember when I said that these websites have to publish an article every 30 minutes? We're just chatting, chat. We're just chatting. All right, so yeah, technically the Switch 2 has a lot of exclusives, but how many do we fucking care about? I don't care about this shit. I don't even know what any of this is, bruh. I'm gonna be honest, who cares, Hyrule? I mean, it's cool, but nobody's buying a Switch. Mario Kart World was disappointing. Kirby Air Riders, people said that was lit. I'm gonna give them that. Donkey Kong was lit. Mario Tennis, it's forgettable. It's cool. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Someone's gonna use this article to slander. Yeah, this is why it's important. Sometimes the numbers do lie. Like, yeah, it's got a good amount of exclusives for now, but how many of these do people actually want? And what are we defining as an exclusive now? What the hell is Survival Kids? I don't like. Look at this. We've got more exclusives. This one's got a 61 overall, a 62, a 64 Metacritic. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, they're counting shovelware. They're counting fucking shovelware. What are we talking about? Yeah, okay. So they're not counting the games that are on PC. I knew this didn't make sense. This is a misleading article. So because Astrobot's a definitive PlayStation exclusive. You can't get it on PC. They're counting Code Violet ill. Same thing with Demon Souls. But they're not counting games like The Last of Us and God of War that are on PC. So this is not true. Technically, PlayStation has more exclusives if you're counting everything. Because in my head, the exclusive is as long as it's not on fucking Xbox, the competition. They're not direct competitors with the PC, and that's why they put it on the PC. I loved Astrobot. Astrobot was lit. This article's facetious. They just yapping. But The Last of Us didn't drop for the PS5. Yeah, it did. They did a bundle of 1 and 2. It was around the time of the TV show. Yeah, it did. And then we got reviews for Pokemon I don't know how to pronounce this shit. Pokopia. It was on the PS4, which ain't a PS5 exclusive. Don't let the Sony ponies hear that shit. It's the greatest game ever, man. PS5 PS5 exclusive, greatest game ever. Pokopia. I get what you're saying though. Tens, nines, blah, 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 blah. People saying this shit is fire. If you don't know what it is, it's basically Animal Crossing with Pokemon. It's sitting at an 89 overall Metacritic with a 90 Open Critic. Shout out to Nintendo. We're in the market for a cozy game. Check it out. Check it out. Shout out the cozy gamers. They're eating. They're eating good. Not my cup of tea, but hey, if you got to switch to, it might be worth something. Poca Penis or some shit. I don't know. Resident Evil 9 looks amazing on the Switch 2. That shocked me. Yeah, I had somebody I talked to at an event last week, and they told me they were playing the Switch 2 version, and they were utterly shocked how good it looked. So, like, I believe you when you say it in the chat. Apparently, it runs and it looks great. It's probably because the screen is smaller on the Switch 2, so they don't have to get it to run as high in terms of resolution. But shout out to them, though. Hey, gamers is eating Poca Penis. Fucking Resident Evil, Neo, Crimson Desert about to come out, Marathon about to come out. Gamers are eating, man. I don't want to hear nothing about you ain't got nothing to play, man. I don't want to hear that shit.